finally decides to get into the Caitlin Clark business.
I can't believe Nike really pulled the trigger on this. After months of buzz, leaks, and speculation, it's finally official.
The new Caitlin Clark Nike signature logo has been released along with a video.
Nike just unveiled Caitlin Clark's very own signature logo, and the moment it went live, the internet exploded. But while Caitlin was busy celebrating the biggest endorsement deal of her career, someone else wasn't so thrilled. And you already know exactly who I'm talking about.
Angel, you're my darling angel. Angel.
Just a few weeks ago, Angel Reese had her big Reebok debut, a deal that was supposed to cement her as one of the new faces of women's basketball. But instead of shattering records, the sales have been, well, let's just say disappointing. And now, Caitlin Clark's Nike moment has completely overshadowed it, like a runaway train. Drop a "Go Nike" in the comments if you think this one move could flip the balance of power in the WNBA. For those who missed it, Nike finally rolled out Caitlin Clark's official logo in a dramatic new video. And that's not all. The merch line is already stacked, with shirts and hoodies about to hit shelves.
Apparel will be released on October 1st, and the shoe is set to release next year in 2026.
Ever since the announcement, fans haven't stopped buzzing. Many are already calling this the start of a brand new era for Caitlin Clark. Meanwhile, Angel Reese had her shot earlier this year with Reebok. It was hyped as the next big thing. But the reality? Sales flopped, fan hype died down. And before long, the spotlight shifted right back to Caitlin. So what caused Angel's rollout to fall apart? Well, recently she's been making headlines for all the wrong reasons, and that's where the frustration really starts to make sense. Think about it. Caitlin Clark is out here landing a polished Nike signature logo, while Angel Reese seems stuck fighting battles that come off petty. Take Candace Parker, for example, a true legend of the game, the woman who brought a championship to Chicago and is still being honored by the Sky.
Last time Candace Parker donned a Chicago Sky uniform, she brought a championship to the city. Who cares if only 1,262 people showed up?
It was supposed to be a historic night, Candace Parker's jersey retirement.
Candace Parker jersey retirement night. And to show their appreciation, they gave everybody t-shirts.
Every single player showed love and respect. Warm-up shirts with Candace's face, her iconic number 3, and that unforgettable moment of her holding the trophy. The entire arena was basically one giant tribute, saying loud and clear, "Thank you, Candace."
If you see here, a lot of the players decided to show support.
Everybody was rocking the tribute tee. Camila Cardoso, Hailey Van Lith, even the mascot had it on. But there was one glaring exception, Angel Reese.
But Angel Reese, oh, she said hell no.
She zipped her jacket all the way up, so tight it looked like she could barely breathe.
That thing is zipped up so tight she could barely breathe.
Maybe this was her way of making a statement, that she wasn't about to give Candace even a second of recognition. Not even the smallest show of respect for one of the greatest to ever play the game. But why? Well, it goes back to when Candace Parker once ranked Angel as just a C-tier player.
Candace Parker rated Angel Reese as a C-tier player. And the Reese's Pieces got in Angel Reese's head that Candace Parker was hating.
And that was it. That one comment lit the fire. But instead of using Candace's big night as motivation to silence the critics with a dominant performance, Angel let pride take over. She went just 3-4-10 from the field, missed easy buckets under the rim, and her body language screamed frustration. Suddenly, the whole storyline shifted right back to her ego.
3 for 10 from the field. Oh, this was your chance to do a nice 7 for 10, 8 for 10, 6 for 10, 9 for 13. This was the game that you could have really stuck it to Candace Parker.
This is the same Angel Reese who had a golden chance to silence the doubters, to prove she's more than just hype, more than just social media buzz, that she's a true superstar. But instead, she tripped over her own pride. And that's why the contrast right now feels so brutal. On one side, you've got Caitlin Clark unveiling a signature Nike logo. On the other, Angel Reese making headlines for zipped-up jackets and off-court drama, while Caitlin's headlines are about something much bigger.
Caitlin Clark's signature CC logo, merchandise coming as soon as October 1st.
Now let's talk about the Nike logo. I'll be real with you, at first glance, it didn't exactly blow people away. Just two CS stacked inside each other. Simple, clean, but honestly, kind of boring. After all the hype, after 2.5 years of build-up, fans were left wondering, that's the logo.
Do I think this is the best logo in the world? Not really. I think it's fine.
But then something unexpected happened. The more fans looked at it, the more it started to grow on them. And maybe that was Nike's plan all along. They didn't want some over-the-top, flashy design. They wanted something simple, memorable, and versatile. A logo that sneaks up on you, sticks in your mind, and looks perfect on a t-shirt, a hoodie, or eventually, a signature shoe. And let's not forget, Nike rolled it out with a full-on commercial to seal the deal.
Bring you live on WNIK, and as usual, we're talking about Caitlin Clark.
They went all out, billboards, hidden Easter eggs, little clues sprinkled in for the hardcore fans to decode. The commercial even flashed 8 different months across the screen, each one hinting at what's coming next.
There is an Easter egg in the commercial dropped by Nike that could give us an idea when her signature shoes will be.
October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. Now, maybe it's just me, but that feels like a giant clue pointing straight to May 2026, right at the start of the WNBA season. And what better time for Nike to drop Caitlin Clark's first ever signature shoe? Imagine that, year 3 of her career, and she's already stepping onto the court with her very own Nike sneaker. That's insane. Now, we can debate the logo design all day. Some fans joke it looks like 2 footballs colliding, others say it's a Venn diagram. But of course, Nike has their own spin on it. The inner C represents her inside game, the outer C represents her outside game, and together, they are meant to capture her complete style of play.
There is a statement that says, Caitlin's signature logo pulls you in like her game. It features interlocking C's. Her mark is emblematic of ever-expanding range on the court.
Alright, let's be real. When people think of Caitlin Clark, they don't picture overlapping circles. They think of her pulling up from half-court, draining shots no one else would even dare to take. That should have been the inspiration. That's her identity. But to be fair, this logo does one thing incredibly well. It gives her a brand. A symbol fans can wear proudly, something Nike can plaster everywhere, something that cements her as the new face of the WNBA. And that's the part that has to sting for Angel Reese. While her Reebok rollout fizzled, Caitlin's Nike launch feels like the beginning of an empire. Fans are already hyped, the merch drops in October. And even if the design itself isn't blowing everyone away, the demand is there. People want it, and at the end of the day, that's the whole point. It doesn't need to be the most creative logo in history. It just needs to say one thing, loud and clear: Caitlin Clark has arrived. And of course, the comparisons came flying in the second it hit the internet. One person even joked it looks like a 1950s airline logo.
Somebody said it looked a lot like a 1950s airline logo.
But what about the other comparisons? The internet had a field day with this logo, and not all of them were flattering.
For me, number 1 is Sabrina's in WNBA logos. Number 2, I'm giving Angel Reese the number 2 logo.
Sure, Breanna Stewart's logo is solid, but let's be honest, it's nowhere near the best out there.
There's Breanna Stewart. I can't make heads or tails of what that shit's supposed to be. Asia Wilson.
AJA Wilson's logo? Honestly, it looks like something you'd get free under a soda bottle cap, more like a bottle opener than a signature brand. Sure, fans showed it some love, but then you look at Sabrina's. And let's be real, that one is S tier. Clean, sharp, instantly recognizable. That's the gold standard right now.
Okay, I don't even know. Sabrina's I like. And Angel's is not terrible.
Now that's how you design a logo. And to be fair, Angel Reese's logo isn't bad either. At least when you look at it, you can clearly see you understand the shape, and you get the idea they were going for.
And Angel's is not terrible. At least you can see it's an A. At least you can see that as an S, and that is pretty obviously 2 CCs, but I like it. I do.
But for Caitlin Clark, the real victory here is that she finally has something of her own. 4 years, Nike lowballed her, overlooked her, and flat out disrespected her. Even her boyfriend, Connor McCaffrey, called them out publicly for it, and honestly, he wasn't wrong.
Many fans were wondering where Nike has been with any Caitlin Clark merchandise whatsoever, but developing a signature logo and a signature shoe does take time.
So the fact that we finally have a logo and a confirmed signature shoe on the way in 2026, that's progress. Maybe late progress, maybe way overdue, but still, it's progress. And fans wasted no time celebrating. Comments were pouring in like, finally, about time she got this, and Caitlin's putting women's basketball on the map. Others were calling the design fire and an instant cop. But while fans were lighting up social media, the WNBA's official page, pretty much silent.
You do realize Caitlin Clark is on your team, right? You do realize that.
And for the biggest star in the game right now, that silence is impossible to ignore.
I mean, the Fever is down here talking about fire, but you didn't share it out, so, I mean, really?
So what do you think? Was this just bad PR? Or is there something bigger going on behind the scenes? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want more WNBA drama, updates, and news, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you on the next one.